Hey girl, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Welcome, guys, friends and enemies. This
Frenemies,
is frenemies. This is Two Free Spirits podcast, and it's
also
been in
known as
production.
TOOFs.
Tubes, yes, hashtag tubes. That is it's a side note, side quest. That is because we were trying to start this podcast 2 years ago. Didn't happen, and we made an email at the time. Called Two Free Spirits, obviously TWO. And we then 2 years later, we're like, let's start this. And we tried to log in, and none of us knew the password. So
Yes,
then
we
Penny,
didn't connect it to others, which is what you're supposed to do, kids, is connect it to something else that you can get your password again.
yeah, we couldn't do that. They were like, Google was like, you don't have enough information. So,
Nope. So they
but
wouldn't
it
let us.
made for a bomb ass
Yes.
name. Toofs, TOOFS
Yep.
podcast.
It goes off your tongue. TOOFs.
Rolls off the tongue, right? So we're excited to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you're excited too, and it's not against your will.
Probably is. I've
Probably. I
demanded a
don't
lot of
know.
my friends and family to listen, so or
I
else.
have said nothing to no one.
What? Are you serious? This whole time I am out here broadcasting to
You're on
everyone we
this.
know, and you're like, I live in a shell.
You're doing tricks on the street.
That's yeah.
Just have it. I just have Casey knows, and he was like, "All right, cool.
That doesn't
Good for
count. Your
you."
husband doesn't count.
He said, "Good for you." There's thousands and thousands.
Good for you, son.
Yeah. He's like, there's thousands and thousands of podcasts. But I was like, we're not doing it to get famous. We're doing it to
No,
get
you're doing to have fun.
numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm Devin. She's Penny.
Ew.
Right. We go to our intros. Any other things you want to say
Yeah.
to our fellow dumb weirdos?
I don't have anything to say other than I'm welcome. I hope you're gonna strap in and strap on for the ride.
Strap it on.
I guess.
Hashtag sex positive. Right.
Yeah.
Strap it
Future
on.
episodes.
Strap on.
My
For
brain
sure.
says
For
things
sure.
and then I regret it instantaneously afterwards, but there's
Strap
nothing
in. Strap
to
on.
yeah, there's nothing to come back from that.
No, that's all right.
So, anyways, all
I'm
right.
going to go into my bio. I'm Dr. Devin. I'm a therapist. That's what's up. I have been for a handful of years now. A little bit about me, about my personality. I'd say I'm down to earth. I'm one of those cool hippies. Penny is too. We love nature. I love nature. Nature is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I like to sit in it. I like to eat it, to make love in it. You know, those things. I'm always curious. I typically have some sort of witty remark or dark humor. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know your audience.
Yeah.
So I
That's
love
all
talking
about
about my interests.
comedic timing. Yeah, know your audience.
Yeah, right. I love talking about my interests. Not yours. So it's about me. Just kidding. Anyways, so I grew up in a very small town, super small and terrible. I was really glad to leave, really glad to break out of that social construct. Went to college for years and years. Was a it was fun. I had a lot of fun in college. I was able to have freedom for the first time, start my self-discovery journey, and delve into some learning about psychology and religious studies, and done a bunch of other weirdos I could hang out with, and that was cool. Yeah, a lot of hard work, probably too much hard work, or I made it into something I shouldn't have, but
Yeah.
here we are. I made it to the other side of school. Yeah, school fed my curiosity. I just loved it. It was great. High school, not so great. Didn't like it. The classes were boring. Boo, no one likes high school. They don't teach you nothing.
No.
Not at
Other
all.
than how to deal with bullies.
Yeah, honestly, how to deal with bullies and fuck them
Not
over.
and know who you are so you don't become one when you're an adult, because people will do that. The ones that
Yes,
didn't get to
once
be
you get
bullies in high school
looking at
become
you
bullies as
cops,
adults.
looking at you cops. No, seriously, if you get a sense of authority, do you want to use it to bully people? No.
I'm too intimidated to bully people. I'll just start like wanting to be friends with them and like, hey, are you doing okay? Do you need a hug? Even if they're not
Yeah,
asking for it.
it's not in my nature. Not in my nature. No. Anywho, after yes, lots of evolving, lots of changing, lots of friends made over the years.
Mm-hmm.
That's been great in places I've moved to. Mostly only in Florida. I'm not in Florida anymore, but I have loved all the weirdos I have met in all the communities. Very grateful. They have changed my life, given me lots of support, challenged me. Penny has been one of those people. Been lucky
You're
enough
welcome.
to, yeah. It's yeah, she's been there on my side. We've been have ups and downs, both of us. A lot more downs than ups.
No, this is the start of the up. One of the ups. Yeah.
You have to go up to get down, right? That's what they say.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
you have to have both. Yeah, went to grad school for a long time. Loved it. Did marriage and family studies for my doctorate. Finished my dissertation not too long ago. That was hell on earth. Glad it's done. I'm glad I wrote a book of sorts. Not so glad it cost me my mental health a lot of times. So, but now I'm out of it. And I got 2 licenses. One is a bomb ass bitch. Second one
I was just about to say.
Second one is licensed classified weirdo, So no, but I do have 2 licenses in different psychology realms. Currently, I would say delving into spirituality. I would like to get back into piano. I played it for years. It got me through a lot of my childhood. Music got me through. Oh my god, music is one of my
still does.
I love music. Music, I love you.
Yep.
Got me through. Started when I was 4 playing piano. It was great. Would come home and play it for like 3 hours. Tune everyone else out. It's dope.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The tuning people out part.
Yeah, tuning people out, tuning into music, right?
Yes.
I recently moved and that's been fun in some ways and sad in others because relationships change over time and this is part of it. Just hard to adapt sometimes and cope. I hope my friends still love me. Still love me, friends, even though I'm not there with you all the time. I can't see you with my eyeballs a lot. Yeah. Oh, my notes. What was wrong with me last night? My notes said relationships change and evolve, sometimes die.
Yeah. I mean, let's keep it real.
They can be fertilizer for self-growth in relationships. Just remember everything's evolving constantly. It's just because
we're growing cacti at this point.
Just because something is breaking down doesn't mean it's not going to grow into something wonderful, beautiful. Thoughts on life currently. Constantly struggling. Just kidding. Constantly.
Tell me something I don't know.
Constantly bewildered by life, constantly trying to figure it out, and I don't know anything ever. That's what I've come to realize. The more you learn, the more you. We
should rename the podcast right now to Struggle. The Struggle.
The Struggle. But no, that's what I've learned and come to like sit with is the more you learn, the more you don't know. And nothing will teach you like that in getting your doctorate because after you get out, you just have imposter syndrome all the time. So that's pretty cool. Anytime I have thought, I have life figured out, life's like, how about this insurmountable mountain of challenge that you now have to figure out?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It never ends. I mean, that's the You taught me that back in the day, the ebbs and flows of life. You were the first person I ever heard that saying from before. I was like, the ebbs and flows of life. And to this day, I use it all the time. I tell people all the time. It makes me feel like fancy. But it really, it's true. Like, like I got in a car accident last year. That was a giant ebb, you know?
Yeah.
Also, ebb doesn't sound as intimidating.
Going on.
Yeah, no big deal.
That was like the cherry on top. I was like, hey, Penny.
1000% was the catalyst, which was just like, oh, let's just like get in a car accident. That'll be fun. Because we always plan for those.
Just unexpected. Yeah, just unexpected stuff.
Yeah, good times.
I am a full-time therapist, and I recently found books again that aren't educational. So just novels I read for fun, and it's great. Some of them are romance, and I thoroughly enjoy my reading. Hey, it's better than social media, I'll tell you that. So
hell yeah.
It's been, and I just forgot how much I get a little obsessed with it. And there was a reason I quit reading novels and focused solely on school, is because they do take a lot of my time and interest. So other special interests I have: sex, positive therapy, relationships, sexuality in general, family systems, Henry Cavill. You know, these things are my life. Imagining.
You followed immediately right after family systems as Henry Cavill. That was amazing.
Just
that was
imagine
fantastic.
him as any person in a romance novel, and you'd be pretty sad. So
is he like the uncle? Carry on.
He doesn't like renting. Have you seen The Witcher?
No. Listen, I don't want to get yelled at during my podcast with you.
I will never yell at you.
I have other people who are listening who I know are going to listen and just like screaming at their thing at me. He like, Penny.
Is so freaking hot in that show.
I know. I've heard. And now the memes alone.
And he's in romance novels. When they say a man growls or grunts or bares their teeth, it's him.
Yeah,
because he does that throughout the show. He does that. It's like, if you touch her, you die. And it's like, yes, Henry Cavill. You're
like, cool, okay.
He's good. Also, it's just a good show in general.
Of course. I've heard.
Anywho,
it's on my 5,000 lists.
He's not on the show anymore. He departed because
now it's Henry Cavill Walmart version.
Wish.
Wish version, yeah.
Yeah. But
that's why I haven't gotten into it, because I know it's going to turn into that. And it's like, okay, great.
What's his name's brother?
Yeah,
he was dating Miley Cyrus for a bit?
Probably. Was.
Yes, was.
They were, yeah.
Anywho.
The fact that I know that is concerning. This is why I don't like social media, and I just want to read books.
That's it, exactly. Just read books. Just disassociate.
Leave Miley alone. Read books.
They're all sex positive books. You know, it's great.
Yeah.
And it's just story writing. You just get into it. Mm-hmm. Anywho, that's me. That's me. That's Dr. Devin. Dr. Dev.
Dr. Devi.
Dr. Devi. So Penny, tell us about you and how you.
I really don't want to, but I will. Because this is I'm an equal opportunity employer here, and we are employing each other. All right. I am Penny. That is my middle name, actually.
I didn't know that for a while. I thought you just chose it out of the.
No, I started going like, oh, new name. It's like, oh, she's just pulling out of a hat. No, that is my middle name. My first name is Jacqueline. It sounds just saying it stresses me out. It just sounds way too fancy. I am not a fancy girl.
That's why I always called you Jax.
Jax, yeah. I mean, even if you still call me Jax. So that may slip out during our recordings. Like, she may call me Jackie.
I've gotten a lot better.
You have.
Penny. I just knew you as Jax for so long, and it's fine.
My parents still call me Jackie. Yeah, it's fine. I don't mind.
They call you Jackie?
They say, yeah, they still call me Jackie. They gave me the fucking name. They can call me whatever they want.
Oh, I didn't know if it was like you're mad at them for it.
No, I don't give a shit.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, but they'll like correct themselves, which is nice. They don't have
I used
to,
to hate
but I
my name.
appreciate it.
I
Yeah.
used to hate my name.
So Penny's the name of the game. Let me just say that this life that we are all on, you know how you always expect, like when you're younger, you want to do this and you want to be this and things like that. There's no such thing anymore. Like I've learned we're all doing it. She mentioned it earlier. Debbie mentioned it earlier that no one really knows what the hell they're doing.
They don't. If they say
So
they do, they're lying.
no, it's there's no such thing. I don't really enjoy talking about myself. It can make me very uncomfortable. And it's also, I feel it's a little too early to dive in soon. You know, we haven't gone on a first date yet or anything with you listeners. So I don't know how I feel about that. But I'm sure I can keep it light and
warming you up,
mildly funny, to entertain you guys. So fun fact, when I was a kid, besides wanting to be an actress, for example, like the great magical Emma Stone.
Oh, I love her.
But more importantly, that didn't obviously pan out. I wanted to have a radio show since I was a kid. I always enjoyed the banter and chemistry between whatever host I was listening to, whatever show was on that morning on my way to school as a kid.
1.5.
Yeah, 95.3. What KFM? I don't know the words.
Kiss radio coming to
also,
you.
I think I like their voices. Like, I wish I had, like, I wasn't a dude, but, I wasn't. Am I now? Did I just say if I wasn't a dude?
You choose.
Hey, it's 2024, whatevs. Okay, yeah, so I like the feeling listening to it. Like, I felt like I was listening to my friends. And I think that's what I'm trying to do again and kind of bring that out right now. Yeah. Ironically, I was and have always absolutely been terrified of public speaking, which is a big thing for a lot of people. That and heights.
Number one fear.
Really?
Number 3 is being set on fire. Or not set on fire, just burning. Just being burned alive. That's
you're
set up
you're
fire.
like, this is number 1, but I'm gonna mention number 3 real quick.
Yeah, because number 3 is obviously terrifying. But people
but no, you went from public speaking to getting set ablaze.
I know, that is the point of me bringing that up, is that people are more afraid of public speaking than they are of burning alive.
Yeah, because it's quick. Public speaking, it could last 5 minutes, or like you're up there for 2 hours.
I need you to ask the people from Midsommar if it was quick.
Okay.
I doubt it. Highly doubt that they said it was quick.
We'll ask them to talk about it. So it's 2 fears in one. Okay, so anyways, so I love about this. We will go on banters, and if we're not focused, it's gonna be bad.
I will get sidetracked.
Yeah. So I've been terrified of public speaking. And so my dreams of acting or having a radio show honestly make no freaking sense to me. But here we are, and I'm doing it, and I'm entertaining you fine folk and making my childhood dreams come true. So I really appreciate that. Got to get some boring stuff out of the way. I'm currently in school to be a licensed claims adjuster. Super fun, but it pays the bills. So got to make that money.
What is that for insurance?
Yeah, it's for insurance. I like how I sigh because it's like I took on more than I thought I could chew, and I have a small mouth, so it's a lot.
You do not have a small mouth.
Shut the fuck up. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. I have a great passion for photography since about 11 years old. I took a trip back in the day to New Mexico with my family around that time. And I never seen anything like that in my life. And because I grew up in Florida, it's very flat, but there's trees everywhere. You can't see how big and wide and vast our earth is until you step out west. It altered my life in ways that I never would understand until even to this day. Like I go to visit, went to Washington in January, which we will talk about. And I forget how every time I go out there, every time another state, every time I'm like blown away. Like it's something like I'm gonna be, oh, I'm so used to this. No, never happens. So yeah, I fell in love with the wide vastness out there in New Mexico, the desert, the mountains behind it. Really just did something to my mind that from that point forward, I took photography. I've been hooked ever since. I still do photography on the side for my family and friends when I can. So if any of y'all are interested in seeing my work, I have an Instagram page. Got a rep for myself. And we'll add the stuff links later at the end of the episode for you guys to go into for our Instagram and whatnot. But yeah, life thoughts now. How it's going. It's been nothing, honestly, as traumatic as it could be for certain times, and stressful and exciting. And it's nothing short of extraordinary. Like, I don't have much in my life, but I've learned that I don't need much. It's a whirlwind, at the very least, but I've welcomed it open arms. It's honestly made the woman that I am right now at this very moment as we talk. It's not as cliche of a concept as people make it out to be. You know, the ups and downs, like we were talking about. It really teaches you to be more empathetic and attentive and patient to others around you, because we don't know what they're going through. No one knows what everybody's going through. So be kind.
You know, very
be
little
kind to people
about even your closest friends. You still
know
about them.
Yeah, or they could just be like, "Oh, how are you doing? I'm fine." I'm fine means they're not fine. So yeah, so if I'm all in all, if I'm in a good mood, if I'm in a bad mood, if I'm pissed, I'm beside myself, I come with jokes, guys, and I apologize ahead of time, well in advance, as you guys go on this journey with us. They have left me wild and unsupervised, so you can take it up with management. Oh, also, we are management, so good luck with that.
Good luck with that. We apologize for nothing. So.
No. So that's because management makes the rules, you know? You get no pizza party because of it.
Did you ever have a pizza party at work?
Dude, I can't stand when they're like, "You've done such a good job. As your reward, a pizza party." Like, it's just
you're like, this is sad.
You're like, "Oh my god, I waited for pepperoni all week. This is so great. Who needs a bonus?"
Can you just give me a raise? That's cool.
Yeah, that's great. And I know there's a lot of people listening right now that can 1000%, they're just violently nodding their heads. Yeah. So we're going to segue into how Devin and I know each other and how this all came to be. This friendship, this concoction of sorts of fun.
Yes.
We're going to do a deep dive about the B-side of this friendship. Devin and I went to the same high school together. Fresh meat, 2005 when this started.
We were super popular.
Oh my god, like I was a cheerleader. I was at the top of the tier. No, you know what I was doing? I was sitting in the stands going, "Why did I come to this pep rally?"
I was hanging out with the degenerates and
Oh yeah, it was great. The degenerate folk is what keeps our world alive. Can't recall when our friendship started per se, but I do remember quite vividly. Our weirdest energies were immediately drawn to each other, mostly over our fondness and respect for Jim Carrey's work. To be honest, that Jim Carrey was our man. He brought us together.
He's our overlord. Yes,
he is one of our overlords.
Another one is
Keanu Reeves and Pedro Pascal.
Thank you.
There's many.
Yes, Pedro.
Yeah. Pedro. Okay, I'm done.
They're all men. None of them.
Apparently, no women overlords because this isn't 2024.
And I guess Henry Cavill, since I already mentioned.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't mind Case too. I mean, I wouldn't mind Kristen Stewart being our overlord. She could she could run shit.
Yeah.
That's cool. So yeah, all right. Lost count of how many times, honestly, like we would like see each other in the hallway and do impersonations of Jim Carrey. Whole entire monologues. Honestly, I'm surprised people don't look at us like we were crazy. Well, we were passing each other in the hallway. We'd do it, and I remember when it was
keep walking.
Just keep walking and talking. And I remember, I think it was the English hallway, and I'll never forget it. It's one of the main ones, like the center of the whole school. Walking, talking, doing impersonations, and then just part ways out the door to go into our respective classes. And I'm like, how? Like, why did we do that?
Something in my teeth.
The common form of tooth decay is not brushing.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. And people were like, what? Like,
yeah. Is your
mostly
number
just Ace
911?
Ventura over and over again, and Dumb and Dumber.
Yes. Dumb and Dumber too. Yeah.
Yes. So the simple fact, honestly, that our foundation of our friendship started with him really explains a lot of us to this day, and how our general banter and humor and love for each other still grows, because I think it started with that, to be honest with you. That weird dude.
High energy wackadoodles.
Yes, wackadoodle-doo. And that's us.
Wackadoodle. I mean, that's what he was. He was so high energy. He came on to a talk show once, and I forget who it was, but was like, I hope you don't mind, but I'm gonna do this while I'm on a treadmill. And he just was on a treadmill running while answering questions. It was so
that would actually, and I think now that I look back on it, probably really helped with like his ADD and stuff, because he could just like, I can movement, because like I'm standing right now while I'm doing this podcast with y'all, because I'm like, I can't do this in a chair. You guys will just hear me swiveling on my chair the whole time.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to stop moving. Exactly. So yeah, so fast forward, we're gonna fast forward a little bit to where we are now. Sort of, not now. Fast forward a couple years later, after high school. Social media brought us back together again, because we kind of went our separate ways. And I really think that's Tumblr. We came together through Tumblr. No, we came together through Facebook.
Facebook, but we shared Tumblr. We shared something on Tumblr.
We did share stuff on Tumblr. We still share stuff on Tumblr.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. I think that's when our friendship honestly like truly evolved during that time. Because we're no longer in the confines of high school, man, because that will kind of keep you're all in your little groups and your people. We're beginning to stumble around in our adulthood then. It blindedly, might I add, because in comparison from our early 20s, which were lived in absolute chaos, we are completely different people now. And I'm proud of the people we've become. Now, I'm eternally grateful, Debbie, that we reconnected back then, and that our bond and our sisterhood only became more important for. Yes, I love you too, bitch.
If you can't already tell, this will be a explicit podcast.
Yeah, maybe me crying because I'm like, I love you so much.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a little emotional. So yeah,
let's talk about 2020 and how Penny and I were just kicking it, man. We're just kicking it, chilling, drinking margs, living the high life. Yeah, that was not at all what happened. 2020 was insane for both of us.
For a lot of people.
And for a lot of people, with collective trauma of sorts. It was I was finishing up dissertation, questioning a lot of things, but also questioning if I could actually graduate, finish, because there was my just mental health stuff and 2020 and whatnot. We were going through it together. Some stuff similar, some stuff very different. Penny was going through a struggle of sorts and came out even funnier. So there you go.
Yeah, you're welcome. This is now a better podcast because of my struggles.
Yeah, because neither of us died.
No, we're still here.
Here to tell the tale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's been kind of what's going on. We leaned on each other a lot. We opened up to each other more.
Yeah.
Well, we're still. We've made I would say we made a lot of progress. Although there's some ways we're still struggling, which that just never ends. Suffering is just part of life, right? No.
Yeah, and you don't really get a book to like.
There's so many self-help books.
Oh God. And they're all stupid. And it's funny because
most
of them start with like, the idiot's guide. Like, why are you calling me an idiot as I buy it and check it out at the register? Like, okay, I bought it to learn French, like Idiot's Guide to Starting French. And I was like, this seems accurate.
Well, you know why there's so many books is because everyone's just trying to figure out themselves. The quote I'll say is, everything's been figured out except how to live. Also, the quote, we are the universe trying to understand itself. Both of those, man. That's what it is. That's why there's so many self-help books, all of them dumb as hell. But they do show that people are just trying to
figure it out.
And you do it.
They're like, maybe this page 37 will tell me why I'm such a jackass.
Yeah, what? How do I learn how to gaslight even better?
Maybe I'm gaslighting myself. Yeah.
Do you doubt everything constantly? Yes.
Are you unpopular?
Do you have low self-esteem?
Has your friend group gone down to just you?
Did you just move and everything changed? Oh, man.
All right, so why don't I talk a little bit about why we decided to do this podcast, guys. Like, we over the years when Devin and I would talk, unbeknownst to us, our banter could go on for hours, as you guys can already tell how easily it can go on for hours.
Phone call after we've like hung up, because I would see like, how long have I talked to this person, and ours could easily be like 3. It could easily be 3 hours, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm like, oh, this is a good, healthy. A lot was discussed, and nothing would have been discussed the entire time.
Zero memories have been made.
Yeah, right. Just like, hey, what did we accomplish? Nothing. So yeah, but when we're talking, we're always laughing, and we're shooting the shit, or we're getting real and talking about some heavy stuff. But we wanted to share that same joy and like connection that we have with each other for everyone else, so everybody else can enjoy it. Along the way, we'll bring up thought-provoking ideas and our weird goofiness and all little weird curiosities that follow in between. We're going to bring that up to the forefront so you guys can enjoy it. There's plenty of unpleasantries in this universe that the internet has way too much to offer. So we figured that we would offer less negatives and more positives along the way.
If you want to escape through our podcast, feel free to.
Yeah. There's books and then there's our podcasts. So, just kind of balance out what's more important. We know ours is better. Okay, so our chosen topics that we want to talk about could be anything broad, very vast, from alien conspiracies to mental health issues to new books that we consumed that has consumed our souls, honestly. Film, music, TV obsessions, anything. Guest speakers and interviews, hopefully in the future. We got that in the works. Whatever tickles our fancy. And, we have an email address that you guys, our listeners, can email in,
Yeah, tickles your fancy, tickles your taint.
Yeah, tickles that. But yeah, guys, the possibilities are endless, and we hope to have a very hopefully entertaining, lively, and extremely positive experience for you guys, no matter what your interests are going to be. So this is how I broadcast things and set up commercials. I'm going to do our voices for our commercials moving forward to be like, guys, listen, anything you want.
Anything you want. Yeah, this is the place.
But yeah, so we will have an email for you guys to send questions or things, topics maybe you guys want us to talk about or research or just dive deep into. Yeah, we got we're going to set that up. You guys will have the links along with the end of after listening here. We have a Toofs playlist that we have been adding to.
F-S.
Yes.
Question for you, Penny. Did you add all 31 songs of Tay-Tay's new album?
No, not yet, but I don't want to. We're trying to get listeners, not scare them away from adding a cult.
Yeah, join the cult of Tay-Tay.
I've had a problem. I'm sending her things, and I never thought I'd be one of those girls, but I am, and I'm okay with that because I ain't hurting nobody.
Anyone can be susceptible to a cult. That will be a topic for a podcast episode,
probably a Taylor Swift cult topic.
Yes, honestly, we could talk about her as a modern day cult leader. Tay-Tay, we love you, Tay-Tay.
Yeah, she's great. So yeah, so whatever platforms you guys listen to, we're gonna try to expand that out. And we have some Instagrams, personal Instagrams. I have my photography. Devin has hers. Not her
Yes.
photography, but yeah.
I have my therapist.
Yes.
And what's the other one?
You have the thoughts, the Devin's thoughts one.
Yeah, but what's the?
Oh, we have our Toofs one, our Toofs Insta.
Insta, but no, what's the other platform? Substack, thank you.
Substack, yeah.
Substack as well. We both,
right.
you have yours, I have mine.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll
yeah, we have a bunch of different segues that because everybody likes their own thing. So, that's why we had everything open. We thought about Twitter or X or whatever the heck it's called, but I'm good. I don't Twitter. I don't X.
I'm trying to limit my social media.
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah. You'll find us where you find us, and
whatever works for you, whatever you guys enjoy.
You'll enjoy what we say you enjoy.
Yeah, because we make the rules because we're management. We've talked about this. So next episode will technically be our first. This was an intro, and I'm sorry it was so long. If this is the intro, man, do you guys have I hope you have no free time on your hands.
How long have we been recording?
I don't know. It's probably at least an hour. We were originally 30 minutes.
Right.
So yeah, next episode we are going to talk about Washington State and our experiences with that. We both have separate experiences. Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we're going to talk about it, our experiences, probably Twilight.
Oh yeah. I hit that place up real great. It was great. It was definitely.
I've been to Forks.
Yeah,
she's been to Forks.
It was fun. We can't already tell them about it.
There's a bunch of sparkly people just walking around now.
Yeah, and they're just all covered in trench coats and stressed out, and because it's raining all the time. I see why everybody drinks coffee. I was there for 3 days, just 3 days in, and I was like, oh, so much rain.
Well,
coming from Florida.
I was gonna say we're both used to intermittent showers, not all day showers.
Yeah, no, it's just constant drizzle. But it's I get why people drink so much coffee. One of the people at the gas station, they're like, this is why everybody's all hyped up on coffee, and I was like,
the go-go juice.
Yeah, go-go juice or that, because that's not good when you drive. But yeah, so that's gonna be next episode, probably in a couple weeks. So you guys keep an eye out for that. To come back, hopefully that'll draw you back in, and that you guys aren't like, oh, after this, never again. I have a brain aneurysm. Never doing that again.
Hashtag dumb. Yeah, we're two dumb bitches. We honestly thought about naming our podcast Two Dumb Bitches. But
glad we did it. Toofs worked out because Google's like, no, I got you, fam.
Yeah, you can't get back into your old one. Here's Toofs.
Nope.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's this Toofs.
So we'll see you guys soon. That's our intro. See you soon. Love you. Hey, is there something we should call our audience? Toofies. We love you, Toofies.
Toofies. Bye.
Bye.